What's up, guys? Welcome back to another shorty video. Super excited for today's install because we're going to be doing something that a lot of y'all have recommended, that being a Denali front end. I think it's going to look super clean on here, but before we can do that, we got to get this thing clean. Now we're freaking talking. Shorty, you look so daggum good clean. Honestly, for a base model, the front end of these trucks look pretty daggum good. I really like the bar style factory grille. Now, obviously, this one had some kind of appearance package, so it got the chrome bumpers rather than like work truck black bumpers. I think, did the work trucks come with chrome? I'm not sure. Either way, usually when you see these trucks, they have this front end, and I think it looks pretty daggum good. But the bottom especially is pretty bland, and that's why a lot of people love the Denali front end. So we're going to be doing a complete swap. We got the upper grill, the lower grill, the hood piece, which is probably the same and we won't have to swap, and then we have the lower valance, which I've got it hanging right here because it came in that box and it was actually longer than that box, and so the end was bent over, and so I've got it hanging trying to straighten it out so we don't have to fight it too bad going in. Either way, this one comes with all the clips already there, so you can just put the lower one in. It's made for it, rather than, I've seen a couple videos where guys trim this one out and then glue the lower grill in there. It's doable, but it's definitely gonna take some modifying, and it might not be a permanent thing. I'd hate for my lower grill to just come popping off and run it over. So I figured let's go ahead and do the complete swap. I think it's going to flow really good on Shorty, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and take this radiator cover off. It's just got about 10 push pins holding it on. Now we got 4 10 mil bolts up top. So now you need to get a set of needle nose pliers because there's a bunch of these tabs right there. Right there, there's 2 on this side, 2 here, 2 there. And then once you get those pinched, you're pulling back on the grill. And then down here below, there's these little tabs that hold it onto this guy. So we're gonna push the grill back that way, and it should basically just rotate out like that. Okay, so there's only one on the outside. You just pinch the center of it, and that should start to release. Now that we've got it laid back so it can't clip into place, we're going to push it back towards the truck. Push the middle of these tabs down. There we go. Now I want to go ahead and take our factory emblem off. Get your needle nose again. Pinch the tabs, push out. There we go. Now we can put this on our new one. Now take your new grill. Go bottom in first, and we gotta finagle those clips into this one. There we go. So what was happening there, my tabs were trying to bend up, so just eyeball them. Boom. She's in there. That boy is shiny. And then hopefully our factory emblem pops right in. Here's a look for anyone that might not want to do the lower grill. Get you an idea what it would look like. I am usually more of a bar style grill fan, but that does look pretty freaking sweet. It's a big difference for sure. Let's go ahead and get started on this lower valance. All right, hopefully y'all can see, we're gonna start by removing our fog lights. So if you have factory lights, just go ahead and unclip them. Pinch these guys and pop it free. Now, really cool, I've never worked on the fog lights on this generation. They just have these little prongs, and you're just gonna pinch it in. There's 3 of them. Of course, this one's gonna make me look bad because I'm having to use my left hand, and I don't know if y'all are like me. I'm right-handed. My left hand, buddy, that thing struggles sometimes. There we go, popped free. And then next, you've got a 10 mil right there on both sides, and then underneath there's just a bunch of push pins like that guy, all the way around. Go through your gap right here There's 3 push pins you need to take off. There's a little flap in here, wind guard, whatever. It's covering up a couple of the push pins. You need to pop these guys free so you can get access to them. Actually, there's 4. And then this can flip up. And your best friend is gonna be a needle nose plier, because this is what the push pins look like. They're pushed down. There's a little gap between this and that. Get your needle nose between that, because you gotta pull this all the way out. And then once it's all the way out, you have to push these together, pop it through. So yeah, it kind of sucks. These babies are like super heavy duty. So there's one regular push pin above the fog light, but then there's also one of those fancy ones back here behind, and I would leave that for the last thing you take out, like I did. That way you can keep it on there. Now that we got that free, it should just pop off. Just like that. All right, let's go ahead and try to slip this baby on. Hopefully it fits pretty good. Over our tow hooks. Like that. I'll fight all these push pins, get it lined up, and then I'll catch up with y'all to put the lower grill in. Finally got all of our push pins in, and once I got the hang of it, it's honestly not that hard. It does suck taking them out, but basically I would stick the bottom part in, hold the plastic piece however to make it not in a bind, and then just tap it with that guy right there. It'd only take 1 or 2 taps, the pin would pop through, and I'm honestly pretty impressed with the fit of the valance. It lines up pretty much perfect, definitely as good as the factory one. And I did a quick polish on my fog light, one of them. I gotta do the other one. Might not look like much on camera, but this is the one I polished. This one I have not. Now this one's got a bunch of rock chips and stuff on it, which you can't do anything about, but look how much more clear it is. Gotta lock the bottom in, maybe. Okay, got locking in noises. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. That should be her. Let's take a step back. Check it out. Holy crap. That looks freaking awesome. Alright guys, well here she is rocking the new Denali front end, and I'm absolutely loving it. Like I said earlier, I'm not typically a fan of this style. I usually like sticking with the bar style grills, but it freaking works on this body style. I am very happy with it. Took all of like 2 seconds driving into town for an older black guy to honk his horn at me and throw me a thumbs up out the window, which was super cool. It just, man, it freaking works. And it was not that bad of a swap. Honestly, fit and finish was pretty spot on. Not perfect, but not like I was worried about. Some aftermarket pieces just don't line up good, and since like the lower grill doesn't come with the lower valance, I was just hoping and praying it lined up good, and it does. Thankfully, it does have a bunch of those clips, which are a huge pain in the butt, but that ensures that it locks into place pretty much perfectly. At least as good as the factory one was on there, so I'm very pleased with it. It looks awesome. I want to do something with the tow hooks, and I think we need to swap to the black and clear headlights. I think that would be a better look. It's got, I wouldn't say too much chrome because I like all the chrome, and we obviously just added a bunch, but the clears, like there's nothing breaking them up, and they just kind of look like a blob. So I think the black and the clears would look really good on there. I'm gonna look into that and let me know if you think I should as well. But yeah, boy, that gun, shorty, looking freaking good. So I'll have a link to everything in the description. If you want to do a Denali front swap on your truck, obviously if it was a true Denali, we'd have a color matched bumper. But even with a chrome bumper, I think it works really good. And I definitely want to get the little lower valance, make it look a little lower in the front, because it looks a little front high, even from the directly in front perspective. Gosh dog, freaking 18-wheeler ripping. But yeah, I like it. I think it looks super freaking good. Thankfully our emblem did clip into there with a little force, but she clipped in. And I just kept the factory chrome piece on the hood. I didn't swap it out because I put it up next to it and it looked like it was the exact same thing. And so I left that one on there and she fits pretty daggum good. So, yeah. Oh, I did also swap the turn signals out for some last fit ones. I totally forgot to do that while we had it apart. So I went back, took the upper bumper cap off, pulled the headlights out, swapped those bulbs out so it doesn't have the factory orange ones in there anymore. Looks a lot cleaner. Obviously there's still a little bit of orange reflection from the diodes on the side, but so much better because the front caps are white versus them being orange previously. So much better. So yeah, daggone shorty, looking freaking good. I literally drove for like an hour trying to find a cool place to do some B-roll. Definitely not the kind of road you want to be on with a 7-inch drop and 24-inch wheels. Where the crap am I? Well, this is about to be really loud. Holy crap. And there was just so much freaking traffic and really bad lighting. I should have waited till now or a little bit later to go out, because when it's like anywhere from 12 o'clock to like 4, it's just so freaking bright. Everything looks bad. So yeah, wasted some gas, but got to enjoy driving shorty around, which is always nice. And now the lighting is super good. We definitely got to address the rear of this truck. I've been seeing y'all in the comments talking about the tail lights, which I actually bought tail lights for this thing months ago. And I just haven't felt like it was time to put them on, but I think that time is coming very soon. And honestly, like every fiber in my body is screaming at me saying, put the leveling kit on it and put some like X comps on these wheels and it would look incredible. But I'm sticking to the low life, at least for a little while longer on here. Obviously, with any of the trucks, we can always try them low. We can always try them lifted, leveled. We can swap it up. And we'll see. I think that's going to come. Keep these wheels. Could be like the OG on Baby Squat. 35-inch X comps on the split 7s. It is a iconic setup that works good on anything. And I know it would look good on here. A little 2-door sitting up tall. Be nasty, but we would kill our performance. Not that we hadn't already done that on these big heavy 24s, but yeah, it'd be even worse on the 35s. I wish this thing was freaking 2-wheel drive. It would be super easy to do a gear swap, but you know, we get that front diff, so I don't know. We're gonna do a gear swap on something because I know it's gonna make a huge difference. And this was probably the best. This would probably be the best candidate for that, because if we threw some like 456s in here, we would have a burnout machine, and it would probably honestly be pretty quick, especially in comparison to what it currently is. But I have been rambling for far too long, so I'm in the video off here. Definitely comment down below, let me know what you think, leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification, and with that said, I'll see y'all in the next video. So I'll be honest, shorty is not the most photogenic truck that I've ever had. Some of them you can just put in any lighting, any location, and they look amazing. Not the case with shorty, in my opinion, but dadgummit, when it hits, it freaking hits. Boom! Holy crap. Dude, looks so freaking good. I don't know what it is though. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, golly, that thing's freaking ugly. And then other times like this, I'm like, gosh, dog, that thing looks freaking amazing.